just rammed cars, rammed 2 squads.
Well, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court.
Did you get tired of being all that you could be?
No, I'm still all I can be.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I'm not gonna let this stand.
I'm the sheriff here. I'll tell you what'll stand.
Meanwhile, we're learning more about a case in which a shooting suspect tried to flee police only to crash head-on into other Brooklyn Park police vehicles. The case is a concerning one to Brooklyn Park Police. The suspect, Terry Johnson, posted bail and was released from custody. The dashcam video captures the aftermath of a February 24th townhome shooting when the suspect crashed through a garage door, then took off with police in pursuit. One officer attempted a pit maneuver to stop the driver. As you can see, the driver smashed into 2 squad cars before the vehicle came to a stop. Officers drew their weapons as police say the suspect refused to cooperate. SWAT and crisis negotiators eventually got the man to surrender. Terry Johnson allegedly fired indiscriminately inside a townhome, penetrating the walls of neighboring units. One of the shots struck a neighbor in the leg, seriously injuring him.
After a wild shooting earlier this week, a Brooklyn Park man is still in the ICU. On Thursday, he was at home when suddenly a bullet came through the wall and pierced an artery. Fox 9's Babs Santos spoke with Scott Rupp's parents about what happened. He joins us now from the newsroom. Babs?
Yeah, Karen, Scott Rupp is surrounded by family at North Memorial Hospital right now. His mom and dad rushing in from over 2.5 hours away to be at his side. And today they stepped away for a little bit to tell me about all that has happened. On Thursday morning, Scott Rupp's feeling of safety at his Brooklyn Park townhome was destroyed. A neighbor with little regard for his surroundings, leaving behind bullet holes and shattered windows.
I mean, who goes shooting 41 rounds in your own house and other people's complex?
We're angry at him that this happened.
And at 8:15 on a Thursday morning.
Don and Gerald Rupp's son was sitting at his computer when he heard the gunfire. Scott quickly stood up and turned around, but that was all he had time to do.
And all of a sudden another shot came through the wall unexpectedly and hit him in his femoral artery.
Shots were flying seemingly in every direction in the 6600 block of 83rd Court, with at least 5 different homes ultimately riddled with bullet holes. Amid the chaos in his home, Scott did something that may have saved not only his leg, but his life.
And he said, "Oh bleep." And he said, when you look down, you seen blood shooting out of your leg. He says, "You got to do something." And the first thing he thought was to grab his belt and make a tourniquet.
Then the 29-year-old waited for police to arrive.
I just thank the Brooklyn Police Department for catching the guy and for arriving and securing the scene of my son and saving his life.
Down 4 pints of blood, Scott needed surgery badly, and he was rushed to North Memorial Hospital, where days later he remains in the ICU.
The bullet is still in his leg and will be there for the rest of his life as far as we know.
Meanwhile, the alleged shooter, Terry Johnson, attempted to escape from police, ramming Brooklyn Park police officers head-on, as seen in these dash camera videos. The 45-year-old is now in the Hennepin County Jail, facing multiple felony charges. Rupp's family hopes he stays there. They're focused on their son's full recovery.
It's actually making our family stronger with all the support and the love and prayers that we get.
Johnson is charged with 3 felonies. However, fleeing police was not one of the charges. CCX News reached out to the Hennepin County Attorney's Office for comment.
For the last year,
with a string of high-profile cases, Mike Freeman often explains tough decisions.
Solid jury verdict.
But today he's giving reason for what's usually something private. In this statement about his recent medical leave as Hennepin County attorney, Freeman says he's been evaluated for alcohol issues, agrees that he needs treatment, and will enter a program Monday determined to reclaim his health. That decision may change Freeman's life. Then, just like Freeman says he did, you need an assessment, which often gauges how much you're using a substance and how it impacts your job, hobbies, or relationships.
According to court records, the suspect has a lengthy criminal history, including felony assault. He is due back in court later this month. Local mayors submitted a letter this week to Hennepin County Attorney Mike Freeman, calling on his office to revisit policy changes when it comes to prosecuting crimes. The letter includes the signatures of mayors from Maple Grove, New Hope, Crystal, Brooklyn Park, and Plymouth. It goes on to say, quote, there is a sense of lawlessness and a lack of accountability that is stemming from criminals who commit crimes and are then being turned back to the street in short order with little to or no consequence, and that conduct is repeated. Local police chiefs have echoed those concerns, saying there's, quote, a lack of involvement or partnership with the Hennepin County Attorney's Office in addressing the rise of crime. They point to increases in shootings, auto theft, burglaries, street racing, and vehicles fleeing from police. The letter calls on the Attorney's Office to revisit policy changes on bail for 19 felony crimes and the prosecution of crimes in Hennepin County.
The door should be unlocked, but it came through his back wall. He's not sure what he got hit with. 768, copy.
We got a vehicle 6612 83rd trying to flee the scene. Like BMW. Just rammed cars, rammed 2 squads.
Fourth Court in Hampshire. Ram 2 squad.
Kill you.
1108. Wait. Oh, wait. You have the vehicle stopped. You have the vehicle stopped, 6670, 83rd Court. We need a couple more cars to go over to the house where the victim's at.
The case is a concerning one to Brooklyn Park Police. The suspect, Terry Johnson, posted bail and was released from custody.
So guys, I want you to just keep in mind how busy it has been over the winter time. And with Hennepin County and Ramsey County attorneys allowing these dangerous people back on the road, Hennepin County sheriffs encrypting the radios so we can't get the information out to you guys, as any news agency, I don't care who it is, or even the general public being able to hear what goes on. Every single one of these people that you look at to keep you safe are literally putting you in more danger. Mike Friedman's office with Hennepin County Attorney Choi with Ramsey County Attorney, the judges that are involved, and the Hennepin County Sheriff Hutchinson. for encrypting the radio so we can't hear what's going on to keep you guys informed and safe. Again, think of this when you come to vote. I hope you stuck around for this message at the end of the video. But I'm going to keep hammering this home because this is truly a public safety issue, and the people that sit there and lie to you about public safety are sitting there pretending like this isn't happening because they can cover it up from you. If you have questions, please leave a comment below. I will do my best to answer it, and then go ahead and tell me what you think in the comments below. Jason with Minnesota News Now, out.
Well, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court.
Did you get tired of being all that you could be?
No, I'm still all I can be.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I'm not gonna let this stand.
I'm the sheriff here. I'll tell you what'll stand.